Hello, everybody. This is Coach D with TackleTrading.com. I want to talk to you a minute today about something that's been on my mind a little bit, about the idea that your net worth is directly correlated to your net work. And that I found personally to be very, very true in my life. I am a better person and I've been more successful because of the people I associate with, the people I hang around with. It's often been said that, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're hanging out with the wrong group of people. If you want to learn and grow, you need to be associating and building networks with people you admire and people you want to be like, people whose ideas you want to be able to emulate. And the reason this has been on my mind is one of my great friends and long-time mentors, a gentleman named Jeff Crystal, whom again I admire much, and who's really helped. He's really helped shape and mold me into the person I am today. And he's really helped me think through a lot of things and learn how to make money in different ways. He's taught me a lot of amazing trading techniques and just different ways of looking at things. And the reason I was thinking about this is, he sent me a random messenger text message, giving me a couple of ideas on how to look at the markets right now and how to make some money. And you can see what I have here is a chart of the utility sector. And he sent me this message, and the idea is that the market's been running hot, and it's a little overextended. When people get nervous about the market, one of the things they do is money will rotate out of other stocks and it'll move into more defensive sector stocks like utilities. And utilities have been getting beat up recently. There's been a lot of issues hitting the utility sector. And I've got this daily chart of the utility sector, the XLU, the S&P Exchange Traded Fund for Utilities. And you can see, if you look at my chart here, that prices are running down, and they've been running down pretty hard, and it's traded down below all those moving averages. It's broken below its 50-period moving average. It's broken below its 200-period moving average. And by all signs, the prices are running down. Now there's a signal here of slowing momentum. Two things I see on the chart is that the downward price action starting to slow down as it comes into the big fat number 50. And I also notice that the volume is building way above average. We're seeing, the volume really, really build, which means there's lots of selling, but there's also lots of buying in there. And we're really seeing a lot of volume build right now. And even though the pressure's been down, when we back this out and we look at this on a bigger perspective, a weekly perspective, the trend is the stock price is traded down to this big $50 price point, which happens to be an old resistance ceiling, which can be an important price threshold where investors and buyers might step up. And it also is in the trend zone right here, where again, buyers have been conditioned over the years. This is what they look for, is opportunities to buy at big price, support resistance zones. And these are the types of things that we look for investment opportunities. Something else that Jeff taught me many, many, many years ago is how to look at the markets through a seasonal filter. And inside this platform I'm using, we've got a little tool that shows me a seasonal expectation for the utility sector. And so this little red graph basically runs from January, clear through December. And you can see that it's, showing me this is again based over the last 20 years of data, how the utility sector behaves. And typically from about March up through June, it's very bullish. And so we see the utility sector has a seasonal cycle that it would be reasonable to anticipate that money is going to go in to the utility sector and drive prices higher. And the timing is interesting because we are on time before this event occurs. And so again, this is again why I think it's important that you start associating with people who can help give you and help so you can model yourself after some wealth building and generating ideas. So the idea here is that we can then take a position of controlled risk where we could look to invest in the utility sector. We could pick the top stocks in the utility sector. I could trade the ETF itself and potentially make some good returns because we're in the right place at the right time. And I know this because I associate and hang out with the right people. And that's what we do with here at TackleTrading.com is we really are a social network of active traders and investors that are interested in learning how to make more and more money, learning how to trade and invest all the different instruments and control risk so that we can profit. and we're always talking about it. And that's, kind of the idea behind that is we're associating with like-minded people, and we share ideas that benefit each other. And so if you'd like to learn more about these types of things, just join us over at tackletrading.com. We've got an amazing social network, and we've got a lot of, bite-sized information and content for you. And it becomes kind of an immersion type program where you just jump in and you start hanging out with people that are doing the things that you want to do, and because we share ideas, we can all mutually benefit. We look forward to seeing you there. Noah Davidson, Coach D, tackletrading.com.